Berlin. A 775-year-old city has much more to offer than merely a trip. Berlin, the capital of Germany, is one of the busiest cities in the world right now. The city extends an open invitation to thousands of visitors from around the globe to come and experience the most enduring and vibrant culture in the annals of human civilization. The split city has a lot to teach its tourists because it was the scene of several historical events that altered the course of world history, the birthplace of heroes of incomparable bravery, wars, revolutions, and much more. Berlin, the capital of Germany, was founded in the 13th century. By way of its famous architectural landmarks and locations, it has a rich history to share with its tourists. There are many iconic places to visit in Berlin that brings to life each and every page of world history. Academy of Arts. King Frederick established what was then known as the Prussian Academy of Arts in 1697. When the Prussian treasury bought it in 1902, it became known as the Academy of Arts. One of the best places to visit in Berlin, Germany, it is one of the architectural structures in Germany that has undergone numerous political changes, even endured bombing during World War II, was split into western and eastern branches during the Cold War, and has managed to survive to this day to present to the world the rich artistic and cultural artifacts that it has been able to preserve for so many hundreds of years. Berlin Cathedral. One of the top attractions in Berlin is the Protestant Berlin Cathedral, which is situated on Museum Island. It is one of the oldest buildings and was initially constructed in 1465 on the Spree River's banks as a parish church. Its construction lasted until 1903 before it was reopened in 1993, after the GDR year. It has witnessed the rise and fall of empires. More than 90 sarcophagi and tombs that depict many glorious historical and religious moments are used to construct the church. One of the biggest organs in all of Germany, the Doms organ has over 7,000 pipes. If you're in Germany, the cathedral is among the most gorgeous places to visit in Berlin, Germany. Museum Island. Berlin is an ancient city, thus it should have a lot of museums. There is no other way for the city to preserve the ancient memories that have aided in its development. 5 museums are housed together in the city on a tiny island in the Spree River. Your trip to Berlin wouldn't be complete without visiting this architectural landmark, which was built between 1824 and 1930. Its collection of art and historical artifacts spans thousands of years of human civilization. It is a hidden gem that protects the Prussian emperor's personal collection. The Olds Museum is the first and the oldest of the museums. This and the other 4 museums were inspired by the Forum of Ancient Rome and constructed with a mission to preserve artifacts and scientific evidence from time to time. Brandenburg Gate. The way time bends is like this. The former emblem of the divided city now stands as a testament to peace and unity. The Iron Curtain, which arbitrarily divided East and West Berlin during the Cold War, is another symbol of the severe political mandates that were imposed on the inhabitants of Berlin. Following the fall of Berlin in November 1989, the monument rose again as a sign of peace that united the two halves of the city. As we can see, the city still proudly displays its scars from the past, and this is one of them. It is consistently one of the top tourist destinations in Berlin. Charlottenburg Palace Gardens. Berlin is home to some of the most stunning parks, which are among the city's top attractions, in addition to the remnants of the past that have been so meticulously preserved. The first Baroque garden in Germany, Charlottenburg Palace Gardens, is one of them. It is also one of the oldest gardens, dating back to 1695. It has a carp pool, a wide lawn, and trees and plants that have been box-shaped trimmed in tricolored gravel. While the garden offers the ideal setting for family vacations, one of the most stunning architectural wonders that draws visitors is the palace. One of the most visited historical sites in Berlin is this one. Mauerpark. Mauerpark, a former section of the Berlin Wall, is one of the best tourist destinations in Berlin. It is located in the Prenzlauer Berg neighborhood. It is well liked by people of all ages, making it a great destination for a family adventure. It also transforms into a flea market and karaoke venue on the weekends. The section of the former Berlin Wall has been transformed into a blank canvas for graffiti artists. It is a whole package, an open space beneath the sky, a spot to unwind and have fun. Treptower Park. Much has been said about the city and the remnants of its magnificent and turbulent park. Now let's take a look at the Spree River, whose calmness serves to counterbalance the city's constant commotion from sunrise to dusk. Treptower Park is located right next to the Spree River's banks and is a great place for boating, running, strolling, or just hanging out. Alexanderplatz. Alexanderplatz is one of the most significant and active areas, as well as a hub for many tourist attractions. Some of the main attractions in this region, which is in Berlin's mid-district, are the 365-meter television tower, Berlin's tallest building, the Alexa shopping mall, and the World Time Clock, to name a few. This region of Berlin has played a significant role in the city's political unrest and social change. Berlin Zoological Gardens. The oldest zoo in Germany, Berlin Zoological Gardens, Zoologischer Garten Berlin, continues to be one of Berlin's busiest tourist destinations, drawing 3.5 million visitors annually. The zoo, which was founded in 1844 and entirely rebuilt after World War II, is renowned for its numerous successful breeding projects and for providing real habitats for the animals. Nearly 20,000 species of various sizes, from zebras to Arctic wolves, call the zoo home. A couple of enormous pandas, 2 different giraffe species, and a group of tiny African penguins are just a few of the famous residents. Aside from the Aquarium Berlin, which has more than 9,000 animals swimming in its 250 tanks, including jellyfish, tropical fish, reptiles, and insects, the zoological gardens are also home to Europe's largest aviary. Tierpark Berlin. Tierpark Berlin is a different, interesting zoo. 400 acres in size and home to 7,250 animals representing 846 different species. It was established in the 1950s, is extremely comparable to the Berlin Zoo, and is highly recommended, especially if you are taking children. The zoo is renowned for its breeding program with elephants, polar bears, and a sizable herd of muskox, among other star animals. Make sure to visit during one of the regular late openings if you are there in the summer. For information on tours, special kids programs, feeding times, and other activities, visit the zoo's website. If you have time in your agenda for exploring Berlin, you should also stop by Aquadome. This enormous, 25-meter tall aquarium, which is housed in the Radisson Collection Hotel in Berlin, even has an elevator in the center to provide a special perspective of its marine inhabitants.